Right, a little quickie. Today's flying. It's been a mixed bag in the wet. Sorry, in the wind. Here we go. Dun dun dun. It's got a hinge in the middle. Landed. So that was the effects. First flight. Not so good. Here we go. And with a mini Sky Hunter. Dun dun dun. Landed. Second flight. Down to the mini. Oh, and by that point, I'd already broken. I think I broke the EFX first. Then I broke this one, first flight. Didn't even get it off the ground. That needs all putting on. That's way over. Don't need that. I could have bodged this. Could have had it back in the sky. I wanted to do a decent repair. Where have I got it now? There's a split, he says. There's a split somewhere in the wing. He says, and I now can't find it. Is it there? Do you know, I don't know where it is now. Oh, there we go. Split there, look. So, I think, looking at that, it's already gone once. So I'll clean that up and make a better job of it. It was my fault. I'd messed around with... What did I mess around with now? I messed around with... Chuck that in before it goes blown away. Messed around with the gains and expo, because there was no expo on this. It's one of the older models, one of the first ones I put onto the Tyrannus, having newly got the Tyrannus, and didn't get around to putting gains because I didn't know how to mess with that radio at the time. And I don't know how I've set this up, how I've bound it, but I've obviously done something wrong. So I will wipe the model, rebind it, start from scratch, and then set the dual rates in expo like I did on all the other ones that work, because I got up in the air and I had no control, so I don't know what I did. It was on mid rates, but I didn't have anything, and it just stalled and just curled over. And luckily, all this long grass, there's a little split there as it nosed in, but can't say as it hadn't been done like that before. It's a little D4R there. So that was that one. Now got one flight. That one I got two, and on the second landing it just cartwheeled. I just tried to come in too slow, caught a bit of grass, cartwheeled, and it ripped the vertical. Is it vertical? Horizontal stab, whatever. And first flight with the EFX, which left just my mini Talon with its new little Pro-Pan. So, and I had problems with that because I had no picture, and I'd pulled a note motor, one of the wires out, so I had to rip it off here, and it turns out I'd glued a wire on, so I had no give, so I had to rip this off, and I'd got a little bit of foam just to cushion it. So then I've tried to rubber band it over, but there's too much give on it, particularly in this wind, so I've no idea if the footage is any good. But anyway, we shall see. And then other than that, I got loads of flying in with my old Martian 3. Cobra motors, so what are they? Some DYS XM20 amp speedies. I think that's a Fox here, F3 flight controller, Maytech PDB. some Maytech LEDs covered in grass, Foxeer camera with a, I don't know, it's a 2.1 or a 2.5mm lens, and then just this little 3D printed mount which I've already broke off Banggood, I believe. It's about 3 or 4 quid, I think. Zip tied on now, and some dowel. Well, these are some old 5040s that I had. So I'm really low on my props. I haven't bought props this year because I've been using up all my old stock, and they were fine. And now with that new PIDs and stuff, don't know what that was. PIDs and stuff from that John told me about. I can't remember the guy, but it's made a big difference. It's now handling like it's on rails. Anyway, really enjoyable. Got some great footage of Nick's Batwing, and he's not downloaded any of the footage, so he'll be messaging me. He brought his laptop and he's still not got any of it off me. He'll be now saying, can you send me this? And there'll be no chance. I can't send 25 gig of stuff through over internet. It'll take forever and slow everything down. Anyway, that's today's recipe disaster, whatever you want to call it. I've got some fixing to do. I have some fettling to do, and the quads are the only thing I ain't got to fix. Apart from that pile of poo, that's going to get stripped. You're going to die, baby, die. But the LS 210 rakes up in a little bit. That's flying pretty good now. It's a spare quad, half decent. Anyway, people are passing me and I'm talking to myself, so probably think I'm crazy. So time to pack up and go. Bye bye for now.